Hey, welcome back to another Business Broker 101. I wanted to take a few minutes today and talk about my perspective on 2021, give you a little outlook, if you will. I think it's going to be a bounce back year, and I say that for a lot of good reasons. Of course, I'm a salesman, and the glass is always half full. But before I talk about 2021, let's just take a quick minute to discuss 2020 and the dichotomy of influences that got us to this point. Who could have predicted? On the positive side, and this is how paradoxical it is, but on the positive side, we had a soaring stock market, very strong macroeconomic landscape, strong capital supply, plenty of available money, and also historically low interest rates, which, all things considered, puts us in a very solid footing going into the new year. On the other hand, a lot of challenges that we're working our way through. Obviously, the global COVID crisis was a huge impact last year, and it continues to be presently. We had record natural disasters, floods, hurricanes, wildfires, uncontrollable wildfires. So a lot of disaster there. And we've got a very polarized government, and we're working our way through that. So very paradoxical, a lot of good, a lot of challenge. And it sets 2021 up to be a very interesting year, but I think a very strong year, a bounce back year. And I'll say that for a few reasons. First, we've got to negotiate this COVID vaccine, but the good news here is there's 5 or 6 vaccines. They're in production. They're going to figure out the logistics around getting these vaccines into people's arms. And so there is light at the end of the tunnel. It will take us a while, but the COVID situation is improving in terms of its outlook each day. I know we're in a lot of challenge and there's still some headwinds there, but there is light at the end of the tunnel. GDP, I think if you look at any analyst projections, they're looking at a 4 to 6% GDP growth for the year, which is a really strong number in the scheme of things. So that's positive. Unemployment has been improving. We're not back to where we were. It's certainly category dependent. Restaurants, hospitality, and food services are impacted clearly, but there are improving numbers, and we've clawed back some of the unemployment losses that we've had. Fuel prices, particularly for the automotive business, are low, and the cost of fuel is low. And then interest rates, talk about the sensitivity of interest rates, record lows, forecasted to remain at record lows for the foreseeable future. So any big ticket purchases like businesses make it more affordable to purchase the business with a low interest rate environment. And I think consumer confidence is, it's not back, but it's certainly improving. And as we get into 2021, as we get further in the year, I think you're going to continue to see consumer confidence improve. You put all of those positives down, and then you throw in some additional government stimulus, some aggressive stimulus, like free 6 months of principal and interest on new SBA loans, no payback, a complete grant. There's waiving of the origination fees, like 3% of the loan that is being waived, and some other enhancements. Really makes for, I will say, a very, very robust buy-sell market going into 2021. Now, the question, is it a buyer's market or is it a seller's market? And I think that's a question for some aggressive debate. And I think the answer is both, and it depends. Let me tell you what I'm hearing from buyers. Well, The buyers are saying, the COVID crisis has come and now gone, and if the business has been able to survive that, then it's probably a survivable, established business and credible business, and I can be safe in purchasing it. Interest rates. So now I can afford a bigger business because the cost to serve the debt is lower with interest rates, and I can get loans from any number of places. So there's capital in the market, and there are lenders that are willing to buy it. And then I've got the aging of the population, and the baby boomers are retiring, and so therefore there's a steady flow of good, established, long tenured, profitable businesses that will be coming to market. And we've got those governmental assistance programs. So that's the buyer's perspective. The sellers are thinking, I've made it through COVID. I've demonstrated the ability to get through that, navigate that. I'm still here, and my valuations are steady or even strong in some cases, because there's a lot of business categories that have actually benefited from the crisis. Values are robust, and I can get out of the market. I can get out of the business in a favorable position. Interest rates are low, so I don't have to do seller financing. Buyers can get loans, and I can get all my cash at closing. And there's a lot of industries under disruption and consolidation, and people are looking to expand. So that gives me a good climate to find a buyer who may be wanting to buy my category and expand their operations. And I've got the government assistance programs to stay alive while I'm marking my business. So you got PPP2, the sequel. So no matter whether you're on the buyer side or the seller side, there's favorable momentum depending on how you look at it. So one thing's clear: you're going to need support, you're going to need data, you're going to need perspective. And I think in this climate, especially with all the moving parts that we have out there, it's advisable to get a trusted counsel, whether it be a broker or a peer or a mentor, to help walk you through that what can be a very complex, mystifying buy-sell process. All right? So all things considered, we're not out of the woods by a long shot, but 2021 sets up to be a very favorable buy-sell market. We have challenges. We have near-term challenges with COVID, with political polarization. We'll get through that. We'll get through both of those. And I think it will be a very nice market to either buy or sell a business. And if I can help you, please call me, 248-885-7804. Love to talk to you whether you're in the market to buy, sell, or hold. Confidential, no cost consultation. Love to be able to help you. All right. So my outlook for 2021 is bullish. All right. Have a good day. Thanks for joining. Take care.